Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. The headliner in this one, Singy, the league leader in OPS. He's been terrifying to pitchers all season.
And he's such a well-rounded hitter, Boog. He's been the key to this lineup, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go now? Up now for Milwaukee, Paul Molitor. Tap foul.
Batting second, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Robin Yount will hit next. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using Chisholm. Glove flip for one. Relay to first. Double play. Here's Yelich at the dish. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mueller makes the grab. And that is that. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A little bit high maybe. And that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And up next for New York, Derek Jeter. And that one clips the corner. Kershaw, over 200 career wins. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That to right. Chourio. 2 away. So up next. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one at the knees for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Kershaw deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1. Back at Yankee Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Max Fried will go to work. Rips that one to right. Judge makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's William Contreras.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
That's hard hit on the line. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Prince Fielder up now for the Brewers. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. High in the air, out to right. Judge has it sized up. They got it for out number 2. Now it's going to be Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
And first offering is fouled off. Contreras off of first with 2 away. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the... Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult. Especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Mitchell makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here comes Aaron Judge. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mitchell snags it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mitchell in position. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit. Back here in New York, top half of the 3rd inning. And the batter now, Garrett Mitchell. Free back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. Gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Fought off foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Missed inside with the curve.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So the lineup flips over. Next for the Brewers, Paul Molitor. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 2-0. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mantle hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Yelich stands in now and watches strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. and gone. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Chop to the right side. The underhand flip, and they get the out. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the league.
catcher, Jorge Posada.
There's a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Ryan McMahon batting with 1 down takes a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Chisholm in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 out, space is empty. And a base hit. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1's the count.
Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich on the move. He's got it. And that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. There's a line drive to left field. Dives. What a play. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to first. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting.
Two
the
down,
right
bases
fielder,
empty.
Jackson
Now it's the right
Chourio.
fielder, Jackson Chourio.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Slice down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Garrett Mitchell. On to Jazz, third out. Bottom 4, here's some real power at the plate. Dale Mueller. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
This to third. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Stays alive. And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Yelich makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Babe Ruth. And that's fouled off. Ruth measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. The Yankees trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Yankees nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And misses inside.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And that one in the air center field. Mueller settles under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Paul Molitor. He's already homered here in this one. Headed. And it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. 2 down. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Schwarber now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Christian Yelich crushes this one for the Brewers. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Aaron Judge. And that one pulled foul.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Now fly ball to right center. Chourio makes the catch. 1 down. Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a little bit high.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Single. Here's the power hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Mitchell should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. So a man aboard. There's Ryan McMahon now. On the corner for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And that's a little high.
2-2 count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Mantle off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball popped in the air. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Luis Gil.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the air to left center, Mantle. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number one. And now Prince Fielder, 0 for 2 in this one. Foul ball. Gil, a former rookie of the year. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch is outside. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Chorio, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Swung on, belted. That's back. Didn't quite have enough. Nothing. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the 6th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. This one in the air. Molitor makes the catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Kershaw will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Pitching for
the left-hander on now, Ryan Hudson.
Number 52.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Mueller in the box again, takes a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the...
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Yeah. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Babe Ruth digs in now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that one hammered back there. Into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ryan Hudson will depart. 2-1 ball game as he heads for the dugout.
Pitching for
Ryan
Milwaukee.
McPhail comes on
Number
now.
57.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
The Judge takes a strike. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. And a swing and a miss. And Judge is down on strikes. They explode with 3 solo homers. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Heel back to work. And that's way high. Ball one. Heel, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
And that's ball 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That one hit to right. Judge makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
And now Paul Molitor. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Ball one. In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Up the middle. Jazz tosses to first, and that is the inning. Back now in the Bronx. Now the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. That one in triple digits. The Yankees looking to rally. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, he executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
That one just misses. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the bat alive. Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Out to center. And that'll do it.
Leading off for the
Here comes Christian Yelich. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single.
And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Yelich leads off second with nobody out. That's a laser base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 3.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Judge brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Prince Fielder.
And now the first baseman, Prince Fielder. 0 for 3 in this one. Check on the runner. Tag, and he picked off. Ball 1, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Grounds 1 to short. Jeter tosses across the first. Out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 6-3. You're dialed into. Back in the Bronx, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just missing there. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the center fielder, Dale Mueller. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
He'll do it himself, and the Yanks go quietly. No runs, no hits. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Mitchell, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down. Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Robin Yount up now for the Brewers. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a fly out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Mueller pulls that one down. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 7-3.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario.
Pitching for
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
Number 71.
This is his third time out this year. There's a swing and a drive. And that's going to bang against the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he's got a double, his fourth.
That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Base hit. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. William Contreras, the next to hit. And he swings through that one. Schwarber off of first with 2 away. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And that one sliced foul. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mitchell going after it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Mitchell going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
So last chance for the Yankees. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
0-2.
The Yanks down to their final strike. Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames it.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the. So just about set now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Matthew Boyd. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters will have a hard time staying back.
Barry Larkin leading things off and takes a strike. Late on that fastball. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Julio Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike one. Pitch misses, and 1-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new season. And now we check out the Mariners lineup.
Number 28.
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Just missed. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Crow Armstrong right there to make the grab. And there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Jr., a powerful designated hitter, batting in the cleanup spot. And he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in game one of this three-game set.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Stays alive. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the fastball. Here's Nico Horner. Ripped to third and caught.
Batting second. The designated
Now it'll
hitter.
be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. Line drive. He's got it, and there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swings through that.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2. Back here at the friendly confines.
Take your base.
And now the rookie second baseman. Gilbert back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And there's a foul ball.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. In half, up to hit.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Fly ball down the line. Rodriguez sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Righty delivers to third, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
This one in the air right field. Rodriguez settles under it, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, number 28. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. One run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
He's got it. One up, one down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Inside, 1-0. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Line drive. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Throw to first. Hoerner back in on a dive. Hoerner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Hoerner, the runner at second with one away. Gets him to chase after that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now
the batter will be the shortstop.
20.
Struck out swinging his first time. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. Chopped on the ground. Larkin tosses to first, and that is the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ryan Sandberg. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Well, these
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Drifts towards it, and there's one down. And up next for Chicago, Sammy Sosa. That one down the line, and it gets by him. One down. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Flied to right his first time. And that is out of play. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early. Well, just a nice job coming through that spot right there. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now, Michael Busch, and a base hit on the line. Now a long throw home. Save. It's 2-2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. First pitch fastball, a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Fought off foul. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground, a short could be 2. Larkin tossed to second, and that's 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
And there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Andy Pettitte.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be.
Ball 4, take the base.
So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Gilbert back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
And it remains 2-2. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman, Nico Horner, 1 for 2. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
In the air out to center, and he'll play it on a bounce.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that. Bat being on plane, and even when you don't get it great, it's still hit.
Horner on the go. Ground ball left side, gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Now it's the shortstop.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive and run, of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Number 30 at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Up and in, and that is ball 1. Gilbert checks on first, and he's back safely. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now Sammy Sosa.
No ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rodriguez on his way over, and that is that. Top of the 6th inning, and now for Seattle.
Now pitching for Seattle.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Colin Snyder.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael
And the batter now, Michael Bush. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Larkin sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now here is Carson Kelly.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Rodriguez pulls it down and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Emilio Pagan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Under it. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So here's Horner now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena squeezes it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pagan, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A massive home run. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Number 20 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sandberg. And that'll do it. We go to the 8th. Here's the
You're out. 3. That's ball 4.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
new pitcher for the Mariners, Trent
Number
Thornton.
46.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Thornton.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. 1 for 3. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in easily. Popped in the air, left field, and there are 2 outs. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe, and they're up by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a
Now
run.
hitters,
They take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
In the dirt.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. Larkin sends it across to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So they pick up a run on the north side of Chicago. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Richie Sexson. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Hack tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The M's down to their final strike. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Yankees. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate.
First pitch coming your way next. Now at the plate, Paul Molitor. Fouled off. He was late. Up the middle, Jeter. One out in the top of the first. This is Bryce Terang. In the air, out towards right center. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Scherzer, 41 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Hard hit left side. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for New York, Derek Jeter. Went deep in the ball game last night. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
1 out, base is empty. Top of the zone for a strike and an even 100. That one ripped. Ranging back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the center fielder, Dale Muller.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Dale Mueller. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Base hit, and that extends the inning.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Mad Max notches the K. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top of the second, here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Swinging a foul. Now straight back. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Got it. And one away.
Well, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Up now for Milwaukee, Prince Fielder. Fouled off left side. Second inning here, no score. They say you win.
0-2.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ground ball up the middle. Is set down in order. Bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Babe Ruth. Max Scherzer goes to work. That one at triple digits.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Splits the plate, 0-2. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ted.
And now here is Ted Williams. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Williams stands at first with one out. And that misses. 1-1. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. And a swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Now Judge strikes one. Deep left field. Yelich moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Singing, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Batting eighth, the catcher,
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. And ball one. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Good job to fight that one off. Gets a piece and stays alive. So here's Scherzer. Scherzer gets the punch out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now it's William Contreras. Cole back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Brewers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
And there's one down.
Batting eighth,
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Chourio.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here is Sal Frelick. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The throw to third. In there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Top of the third, no score. There's one out to Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Max Scherzer back to work. That one fouled off. Scherzer winds and deals. Foul ball there. Scherzer gets the punch out. That K is his third of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
All one.
In for a strike. And the count 1-2. Just misses with that one. Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter,
So digging
number
in,
2,
Derek Jeter.
shortstop, Derek Jeter.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back at Yankee Stadium, start of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryce Terang. Line drive, makes the grab, one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
4th inning underway, no score. Next one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball. That's inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Inside, almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Nope, that's inside.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Into the second deck and gone. Kiss that ball goodbye. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. Robin Yount will hit next. That one ripped, but foul. Yount, 27 years old, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. In the dirt, 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. Back here in New York, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Dale Mueller. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And this place is rocking. His second homer of this series. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Gehrig in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here at the bottom of the 4th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to
Now
me
batting,
was that they
the
weren't shying
designated
away
hitter,
from contact.
Ray.
Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
And now the DH, Babe Ruth, grounded out his first time. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there.
Number
4
29.
pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a slider misses down and away.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Yelich on the move. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Now one missed.
Well, these Brewers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck left field. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Chourio. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Mueller has a beat on it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
And out number 1 on the grab. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one at triple digits.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
The 0-2. Ripped to first, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. I'm with him. I know the feeling.
McMahon batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So back at Yankee Stadium, and stepping in
right fielder,
is the speedy Sal Frelick. Cole back to work. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the third baseman, Paul Molitor. 0 for 2 in this one. Into center. Mueller coming on. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there are 2 down. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. To the right side, Garrett. He takes it on his own. They don't come any quicker. Back in New York, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-off. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Jeter tracking that one as it misses the zone for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Man at first with 1 gone. And next for New York, Dale Mueller. Strike 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. And that is the inning. Back now in the Bronx. And now it's Christian Yelich. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. 1 out. A key out to start the 7th. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's already homered in this game. In the air, right field. Judge. Hauls it in for the out. Next for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. This one high in the air to left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is set for the last half of the 7th. Now up is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going. And this might be his last shot at it, Boog.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And another ball.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Max Scherzer is done, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
So
Milwaukee.
they turn things over to the righty,
Number
Raleigh
34.
Fingers. He's making his second
Raleigh
appearance of the season.
Fingers.
Williams in the box now. Takes strike one. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Yount for one.
He's out.
Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Bruce Sutter.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 42.
Fielder up to hit for the 3rd time
Fielder.
as he lays off inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
ball, 1
Moving
strike.
in the bullpen, Billy Wagner, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. And strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away. Tapped out in front of the plate. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's the catcher to hit, William Contreras, known for his late inning heroics. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked. That's a good approach, paying off.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
On the ground, Chisholm. That ends the frame. Bottom of the 8th, and now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. And fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through that one.
No ball, 2
All
strikes.
tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses, and the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one off the outside edge. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. So up next, Derek Jeter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swings through that one out in front that time. Right through there for a strike. Down the line, and it's foul. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full. New inning getting started. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Paul Molitor. Suter back to work. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge is there. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just
Now
barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, 2 away. And now it'll be Christian Yelich, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Pitch
That's
misses,
too high.
and the count is 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And he grounds 1 to the right side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now with the shift on, pitch right into it. Sends it to first. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth. Now here is Dale Mueller. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Garrett swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Raleigh Fingers departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the trying to send this to extra innings.
Number 33.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Struck him out looking. That's the 3rd out, and we're
Pitching for the New
welcome
York
back.
Yankees.
And here comes the closer,
Number
Billy
13.
Wagner.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Wagner.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Robin Yount. 0 for 3 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano appears to be getting loose. Up and
Ball
in.
2.
Ball 2.
2-0.
Late swing fouled off. Line drive caught. Prince Fielder up now for the Brewers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. In order are the Brewers. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back in the Bronx, we're in extras here at the plate. Ted Williams. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 1-on-1 on the gun, swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1 to Judge. And a count 1-2. Called out on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Posada in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. In order go the Yankees. Score remains tied 1-1. Back in the Bronx. Now we go to the 11th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He muscles that one out of here. And now they're out in front. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Wagner, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 1 down. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Posada collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in extra innings. That's to third. Fair ball. So a man at first. Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike 1. Swings through that.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Liner, and this could be trouble. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Chisholm in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So the tying run at second. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 3. And ball 4 to avoid.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Oh, 2 now. He goes down looking.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Mueller in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next offering upstairs.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. That's a strike. 0-1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Sheets is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Sheets with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done.